Here be any engine upgrade for the E60 M5 within this generation from BMW, but probably they built into expandability into upcoming generation of the M5, so probably we'll have a...
It might have, but I heard the rumor they're going to get rid of this engine and put twin turbos in either V8 or on this motor on the next generation, like the new 550 V8. It's not going to be naturally aspirated anyway. I don't see truth in that.
Yeah, I read those as well, but it really feels far-fetched that like BMW M should have turbos, but I might be wrong.
I don't know either. No. I don't know either, but in any event, we went down this road because it lent itself to it.
Yeah.
And our goal was to make 650 horsepower.
Yeah.
Okay. And we think once we get headers and gear things done that are added to the outside of the 630 will turn into 650.
Yeah.
So for us is what is the nicest way to get to 650 horsepower?
Yes.
Well, since the block had expandability into it, and a naturally aspirated motor is better than a forced induction motor from a drivability and a durability standpoint, it seemed like a natural way to go.
And for the driving characteristics of the stroker engine, was more torque in the mid-range a priority, or was it more high-end power?
Turbo or supercharger would have done that as well.
Yeah.
So that really wasn't the deciding factor.
No, okay. The top-end power was.
Yeah, I mean they all would have made 657 horsepower.
Yeah.
Whether we did turbos or superchargers or a big motor, right?
So that was the first thing you decided. I mean, you decided we want.
Yeah, just like a car company, you decide what power do you want this product to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goal.
You want the 335 to make 300 horsepower. Okay, now what kind of technology do we want to implement in this car? For what reason? Like in that particular car, they were worried about CO2 emissions output for the new CO2 standard in Europe and the EU.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make a small displacement turbo motors to reduce CO2 output and still get 300. They made it a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated motor.
Yeah, like in the days.
Right. What they're doing now is, because of in America we have a new gas mileage requirement. In Europe you have a CO2 requirement that goes down every year in grams per mile of CO2. Yeah. But either way, you have to burn those fuel to meet either one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. So where the global community is headed right now, and because the price of oil keeps going up and getting more and more demand, is you're going to see smaller and smaller engines with more and more boost. To trying to get good CO2 and good gas mileage, but still have power on demand like we had a bigger motor.
Yes.
Which is one of the reasons I think the next one might be twin turbo on the M car.
Yeah.
Because they have a oil supply problem and a global warming problem. Which it's real or not, it's at least politically present.
But
right. The car companies
is.
still have to meet the laws, even if they don't agree with the people.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I don't want to get into politics. That's not true. We're not having global warming. Whatever. Everybody has their own opinion on whether there's global warming running out of oil, but whether we are or not, there's still laws exist that the car companies have to deal with.
It is, what you're saying also that you think the future engine will have more room for expandability as well.
I think what you're going to see over the next 20 years is a constant reduction in displacement and an increase in the boost.
Okay, yeah.
I think you'll even see an additional increase in boost on the 330 stock from BMW.
Yeah.
335. They haven't said anything to me, but what typically happens is they put their toe in the water conservatively.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't break.
Yeah.
And when the ones that do break, what broke in them?
Yeah.
Then we go in and fix that, make it stronger, then we turn the boost up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we see what breaks or what wears out prematurely again. Then we fix that and we turn the boost up a little bit again.
Yeah.
And every time we can turn the boost up, we can make the engine smaller and get the same power, peak power on demand, but burn less CO2 and less fuel when we're not in boost, right? And so I think it's not just BMW. All the car companies have to get there. The governments are going to tax them so heavily on CO2 or fuel consumption that they're not going to be able to sell the car.